This is Tier 3, Lesson 3, writing equations given roots. So write a cubic equation given the roots are 3 and -1 minus 2i. Well, remember we need to put them in the factors. So we would say x minus 3 and then x minus -1 minus 2i. Notice how I put this entire root in my factor, because now I need to distribute my negative and say that this is x plus 1, right, minus minus, and then minus minus again, plus 2i. But remember, complex roots come in conjugate pairs. So remember the conjugate pairs, a plus bi and a minus bi. So this is my one root, -1 minus 2i. So my other root needs to be -1 plus 2i. Remember those conjugate pairs, one needs to be positive I, one needs to be negative I. That's how they come up. So now I'll put this root in as well and say x minus -1 plus 2i. And I'm going to distribute my negative. So I get x plus 1 minus 2i. And then I need to multiply it out. Well, I want to multiply out my complex ones first so I can get rid of my I stuff, and then I'll multiply it by my x minus 3. X times x is x squared. X times 1 is 1x, or just x. X times 2i is 2xi. The order doesn't matter, but I like to put my I last. X times 1 is 1x. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2i is 2i. Negative 2i times x, negative 2xi. Negative 2i times 1, negative 2i. And negative 2 times 2 is -4. I times I is I squared. Well, remember what that means? This is -4 times -1, which is just +4. Now I need to combine like terms and cancel. Well, we have an x squared. 1x and 1x is 2x. 2xi and -2xi cancel. 2i and -2i cancel. And we have 1 plus 4 for 5. And that nicely, all that madness with the roots canceled and turned into something rather nice. Remember, we did that on purpose because the conjugate pairs are going to cancel out the imaginary pieces. And then now we need to multiply by x minus 3. Well, x times x squared is x cubed. X times 2x is 2x squared. 5 times x is 5x. X squared times -3 is -3x squared. 2x times -3 is -6x. And 5 times -3 is -15. Well, here are like terms, and here are like terms. So I have x cubed, 2x squared minus 3x squared. Combine like terms, -1x squared. Well, I'm just going to write it as -x squared without the 1, because I can, same thing. 5x minus 6x is -1x, same thing, so I'm going to say minus x. And then finally, minus 15. And there is my cubic equation with these roots. And to make it an equation, I should really say y equals